It has been a crazy few weeks for me, but I'm back today after being away at a women's conference for the last 5 days, being in an art gallery and doing all this amazing stuff. So I want to talk to you guys about all that's been going on today, hear from you what's been going on in your journaling life. So welcome to Tip Tuesday here with me, Latonia, your host, your journaling advocate, the woman who wants to see you succeed, not only in your journaling, but also in your life. So let me just hop on. If you are here, if you can see me, let me know. Good afternoon, my friends. This is Tip Tuesday on Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. So if you are watching the replay and it is not a Tuesday at 1:30 p.m., definitely leave a comment to let me know that you are here and you stopped by. But thank you, all of you guys who are here now and who are joining me to be a part of this conversation. Let me see if I am up and running. And I am. Yay. Okay. So let me see. All right, let me just go ahead and put my phone up here. So how are you guys? Good afternoon. So it is Tip Tuesday, and as you can see, I got a new piece up on the inspiration wall. And for those of you who've been following along with me these last few weeks, you know who that is back there. That is my new pride and joy, Anya. Oh my gosh. So I want to, get started with today's topic, which is making joy your strength, which is something that has really come to the forefront of my mind over this past weekend, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So for those of you, this is your first time joining me today. My name is Latonia Francois, and I am the trailblazing owner of Let's Write Life. It's a company I started to partner with mental health professionals and self-development program directors to incorporate journaling into their programs as a positive form of self-expression and life change. And so I get on Facebook every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. to bring you guys new journaling topics through how journaling is continuing to transform my life and to inspire you to incorporate journaling in your life so that you can achieve the joy, live the life, and do the things that you desire to do confidently, believing in yourself, knowing who you are, and knowing clearly the things in your life that bring you joy, which ultimately gives you strength. And so this became really true in my life this weekend. And so I wanted to read you guys something. All right. So yeah, I'm reading this because I'm just like thinking and taking it in because it's really deep and I really want to start our conversation here. So in 2015, I started Let's Write Life. And my company is really all about teaching journaling and helping others become their best selves, ultimately. I've designed journals and I have primarily taught journaling programs, but this past weekend I did something that made me realize that where there is joy, there is strength. I launched my first art piece this weekend called I Am Anya. This art piece is the first of its kind in which I have given light to journaling in an art form that advocates for new conversations to be shared around mental health. I created it to share my voice, the benefits of journaling, and to bring awareness to the impact that expressive art therapies can really make as a form of healing and empowerment. What I did not imagine was myself being invited to share this piece in an art gallery alongside other artists. In my mind, I thought, what am I doing here? I'm not an artist. And then I thought, wait, well, that's my art. So am I an artist now? These are the thoughts that literally were going through my mind. As I stood beside the art piece, and viewers asked to take photos. My inner thoughts of insecurity, excitement, and wonder ran rapidly through my mind. I engaged everybody with questions about my design process, and I answered how I created the piece, mentioning all the details that brought joy to my face and at moments also brought tears to my eyes. When you realize what brings you joy, you find the strength to give achieving that joy a try. Journaling has been a tool of empowerment that has helped me overcome adversity in my life. My journals have been the space of my daily gratitude, affirmations, personal thoughts of reflection, and where my plans have lived for living my best life. When I realized what joy means to me through journaling, I left the corporate world completely and have dedicated my life to starting my company, Let's Write Life. I have designed 7 journals up to this point, and I have launched many journaling programs that are now changing the lives of others, including these broadcasts just on Tuesdays. All of which I've never done and never planned to do with my life. Looking at this art piece, which now is another first of many things I've never done, I knew I was creating something that would help others. But what I have truly learned is that even when I don't believe in myself, joy gives me the strength to try. So how does that sound, guys? Isn't that deep? Hey, who are joining me here? Hello, hello. Joy gives me the strength to try. And so I had to start with this. I wrote this after I was reflecting on what just happened this past weekend, where I literally was saying to myself, wow, Sunday night was kind of like, okay, it's all done. Monday, I had to process what happened. And so today, I'm still trying to figure out how I managed to do what I just did. Does this make me an artist now? Like, these are thoughts that still are going through my mind. But joy gave me the strength to try. So, Anya, let me tell you about this piece, which I told you a little bit in this little letter that I wrote. Letter that I wrote to me. Just taking in what has just happened. And so Anya is a name that came to me about 3 years ago. A word or name, I guess I should say, in which I identify the woman that I want to reach, want to help through Let's Write Life. I created a character name in my mind, and I called her Anya. And so over the last few years of working with Anya, understanding who she is in real life, the real life Anya, my students, individuals who I connect with here online, you guys who connect with me, I have really gotten to know Anya. And to be honest with you guys, Anya is me. She's a part of me who lives in me, who sometimes doesn't always believe in herself, but she has hope enough. There's a fire that burns inside of her that creates light enough to want to move forward, to want to overcome fear, to want to step outside of her comfort zone. But in her mind, the negative thoughts, discouragement, setbacks, challenges of life, things that people have said about her from her past, those things always seem to pop back up and make her feel as though she can't do the things that she believes she can do in her life. And so although I get on here with these broadcasts and I'm moving forward in life, Anya remains to still be a part of me. And so I wanted to create a piece, because all of this has just always just been in my mind, right? And so when I would explain who I am to people, explain my passion behind Let's Write Life, there's never been a visual to put on this. And let alone visual, I've never really shared with anybody about who Anya is unless you work with me, one-on-one, individually. If you work and you're close to me each and every day, you may hear about Anya. But I haven't really shared Anya or who she is with the world, but ultimately Anya is a piece of me. And at the same time, Anya is also a piece of you. And I created this piece to bring us together, to have a conversation about what Anya represents and what parts of Anya represent you. It's a story. The story of Anya is one that relates to all of us. And over this weekend, or I should say this, so I was invited and wanted to attend. I had planned to attend a women's conference this weekend, and I'm actually going to do a little shout out right now, because at the conference I met an awesome woman who follows me here on Facebook, and her name is Nadine. And so Nadine, it was so awesome to meet you last week and over the weekend at the conference. Thank you so much for supporting my journey. Thank you so much for sharing how these broadcasts have been helping you in your personal life and have been just empowering you. I don't always get to hear from everybody or get to meet everybody in person, but it was such a pleasure to meet you this past week and hear about how these broadcasts have been helping you stay empowered in your personal life. So just wanted to say a quick hello to you, Nadine, for joining me here and being a part of the Let's Write Life community. But even when you don't believe in yourself, I should say, even when I didn't believe in myself, I created this piece, and as people were coming and talking to me and I was sharing about the piece, I was telling them about the process it took for me to make it. And I wanted to share this with you because this month is all about, let me just get the words right, but this month is all about self-confidence and letting your dreams take flight. We have officially worked on a vision board. We have gone through the Choose Happiness Challenge back in December, and the Choose Happiness Challenge is still up for at any time for any of you who want to take on the challenge. And now I have this art piece. Oh, and then we've also been using the 30 life questions to awaken your personal growth. All of these tools that I've been creating is ultimately the key to understanding your joy. It's the key to understanding who you are, and it's the key to building that strength for you to step out of your comfort zone and let your dreams take flight. So in making this, I had asked to be a part of the women's conference. And my pastor, Mona, she runs the conference, and she wanted me to bring journaling into this art gallery, this vision she had for an art gallery. And in telling her about, or in her telling me about the art gallery, I mentioned to her about this piece that I wanted to work on called Anya, and I shared it with her, and she told me to have this piece for the gallery. And so before it was even made, and of course I'm thinking to myself, I don't have the piece. The piece isn't made. How am I going to have it for the gallery? But something in me was just like, you know what, let me just try. Because ultimately I want to empower others through this piece. And so I tried because of how I knew this piece would help others, how I knew this piece would help me to finally see this Anya, bring to life something that I could never put a visual to. And as you guys can see, I'm a very visual person. I have vision boards, I have inspiration models, all these things, visual aspects to inspire me and to inspire my journey of life change. And so ultimately I make this piece, I present it in this art gallery, and as I'm talking to people about the piece, I'm beginning to realize that I've done something again that I did not believe that I could do. And the reason why I was able to do it is because I knew the joy that I would find in how this piece would touch the hearts of others. It's one of my core values. It's one of the things that allows me to step out of my comfort zone. Helping others is one of the things that bring me the most joy in my life. And so by making this piece, yes, I did it, but I didn't believe that I could. And I'll share this with you. When I first started this piece, I thought I can draw, right? I can draw a little bit. But I did not believe that I could draw enough to create a piece like this. And so my first thought was, let me find an artist, let me find a graphic designer, let me find other people who could bring my vision to life. And for 7 weeks, me, the artist, and the graphic designer worked on this piece, worked on, revised, worked on, went through processes to bring this piece to life. And not until the 7th week, which was last Wednesday, guys, did I realize in order for this piece to come to life, I would have to create it. And so I was looking at my vision board and I saw a picture of my face looking up. And I said, that's the feeling that I want to instill in this art piece. It's the feeling that I want to bring hope alive. And so I began to draw it out. I began to bring the words into my mind that I wanted people to hear through the piece. And so ultimately that's what brought Anya to life. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because when I was making this piece, I knew I wanted, the mental health therapist to be able to have a piece like this in their office. I wanted Anya's, people like me, to be able to have this piece on their vision boards, in their homes, in their offices, at their work, to inspire them to believe in themselves. Because you guys, when I was making this piece, I didn't believe in myself. And I put my vision in the hands of others who didn't understand what my vision was. They were coming up with awesome things, right? But it wasn't what my vision was, what was in my heart to do. And so ultimately, once I put my hand in it, became the author of my life, the author of my vision, that's what birthed this to come out. And so I'm going to let you guys get a close-up so you can see what the piece looks like. Take a look at it. I look at this piece and I honestly still don't believe that this is something that I have done. And I want you to look at the piece for yourself now. And I'm going to guide you with a journaling prompt for you to take with you today. From what I have said, when you think about your life and when it comes to stepping outside of your comfort zone, are you ready? Are you ready to step outside of your comfort zone to let your dreams take flight? I learned that in order to find strength to do the things that I wanted in my life, such as this, I had to find it through joy. I had to find that strength through joy. And so we've been using the 30 Life Questions to Awaken Your Growth download that I created as a guide to help us know who we are and know where we stand in life. And so today I'm going to prompt you with this question, which I prompted in the last broadcast. And it's question number 23. I've asked this question before, but what scares you about stepping outside of your comfort zone? Many of you may have already answered this question, and if you haven't, take the time to journal about this today. What scares you about stepping outside of your comfort zone? And with this follow-up question, this is where I want you to spend time writing and really focusing in on today as you look at this art piece. What are 5 things that will give you joy that's worth a try? When it comes to stepping outside of your comfort zone, I want you to really think and write down 5 things that give you joy that is worth a try. I didn't know that I could create an art piece like this, but what I did know was that I wanted it to help others. And so I poured my soul out. I got real raw and honest with myself about my journey. And this is what came out. And I look at this piece and I say to myself, wow, I did this? How did I do this? It was because I tried. What gave me the power to try? The joy in knowing that this piece would be a light in the life of others. And so it's important in your journaling that you make your journaling about knowing who you are, knowing the things that make you happy, so that you can find the strength to try. Because we're at a season, we're at a time right now, guys, where we have laid the foundation in so many ways for journaling, but we just can't write about the life we want. We have to get out there. We have to step outside of our comfort zone and try. Only when you step outside of your comfort zone will you be able to exercise that joy. I want to I have a paper, yes, that says this. Strength builds when you exercise your ability to try new things. You can write and you could journal about everything you want in your life as much as you want and for as long as you want, and you can reflect and you can pour into your writing, you can pour into your visual art journals, and you can write to prompts all day and all night, but your life will not change until you step outside of your comfort zone and try. And if you try things that align with the things that bring you joy, those things will strengthen you, and your confidence will build. So as you look at this piece, I want you to say to yourself, okay, what parts of this represent me? What scares me about stepping outside of my comfort zone? And what are 5 things that will give me the strength to try? Okay? I'm going to let this just rest right here in case you have decided to journal right now. But what you can do is pause this video and just let this art piece just stay in the forefront of your mind as you journal, so you can pull out pieces of it that stand out to you. I'll be making another video that really talks more about Anya so that you can really understand the piece more. But for right now, you can pause this video so that you can kind of take in the art piece and let it just guide your journaling as you write. Okay, guys, so how's that? How is that? Now, mind you, I knew when I was making this piece, I wanted it to help others. But what I didn't know was that at the end of all of this, I would be calling, look at it, it's hard for me to even say it now, I would be considered an artist. I still don't quite believe it. I still don't quite believe that I did this. I still don't quite consider myself an artist. It's weird to say, but how can I not be? How did this happen? Well, it definitely took the help of others. It took the help of others. It took this lifestyle of journaling, pouring into getting to know who I am, understanding the things in my life that make me happy, so that I could find the strength enough through that joy for me to try. And I hope that this broadcast today inspires you to just think about it, gives you some awareness, opens your awareness to the power that joy has. And when you have that joy, you have the strength to do things that you maybe didn't think you were capable enough to do. And that's pretty much what has happened to me this past weekend at this amazing conference that I was able to go and be a part of this week. So I gave you your journaling prompt. And so I want to just close up by, I guess, sharing the next steps that you could do. You already have your journaling prompt. So if you're looking at the art piece behind me, it's finally up on the website. Not finally, it's only been like 2 days, gosh. But it is up on the website for you to go and purchase if you would like to have this piece in your space. If you're a program director, if you're a mental health professional, this is an awesome piece to have in your space to help build a conversation around journaling and to help have a space of inspiration to help you bring out words that maybe you haven't been able to articulate. This is an awesome piece, and it's a piece that I will be using for my workshops and with different organizations to help pull out where you stand on your journey, what parts of Anya represent you, so that you can start to build your journaling, and your words will come out on your page around how this piece represents you. So go check out the link. I'll have it with this video for you to go check out this art piece called I Am Anya and learn what she is all about and how she represents a piece of you. The other thing that I wanted to share before I go is the 30 life questions, of course. If you are trying to understand who you are, where you stand in life, and want to begin this journey of digging deeper, creating a path for your own personal growth, I put together 30 life questions to be a guide through your journaling. And so there is 30 questions here to help guide you on your journey. And you can find this over at letswritelife.com as well. But between the 30 life questions and Anya, and then, there's also the Choose Happiness Journal Challenge. You can find out over on the website where you see your journey, wherever you want to plug in. Go check it out. Just go check out all the tools there for you to plug in. Okay, my friends, so I hope you enjoyed this broadcast today. Please leave comments, guys. If you're watching the replay, leave your questions, anything that comes to your mind that I could answer for you to inspire you as you continue to rewrite life. Let me know. You're worth writing for. You always were. You always will be. And I'm just excited to just share this project with you because it's really something I didn't think that I would be able to do. And I know there's many of you that feel the same way. There's things that you want to achieve and you just don't know how. But when you can align those goals to your joy, that joy truly will give you the strength. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and try. Okay, my friends, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for joining me on the broadcast today. Let's write life. Bye.